Hey, what's good, you guys? It's your boy here, and today we'll be at it again with another review. And today we'll be reviewing Rumble Roses XX. So, Rumble Roses XX is a female professional wrestling fighting game that was developed and published by Konami that was released in 2006 for the Xbox 360 as the sequel to the 2004's PlayStation 2 Rumble Roses. Unlike the previous games in the series, if you're trying to look for a story or a plot in this game, you are not going to find it, despite of all the dialogue that's in majority of the freaking characters anyway. So if you're looking for a story or a plot in this game, you are not going to find that here. But I'm happy to say this majority of their time was focused on the gameplay. So the general game mechanics involves striking and grappling with foes to inflict damage upon different body parts. As successful strikes and grapples are performed, you can fill up a finishing move gauge, which can be expended to activate a special move. Attacks can also be countered with the correct timing, resulting in humiliation for the opposing character. When humiliation builds up to a certain level, your wrestler will become vulnerable to a special H moves, which have a high probability of inflicting a knockout. You can also activate more special moves with the fill gauge, which includes a lethal move and a killer move, which is different for each character. The exception of a simple street fighting mode, the bulk of the gameplay focuses on matches which takes place in various locations. Those matches can be between single player matches, tag team matches, and this thing called handicap matches, where you or the CPU have a big gigantic disadvantage. Matches are won by either through pinning an opponent or forcing the opponent to tap out with a submissive move. You can break free of these through rapid button presses, although your wrestler will suffer more damage and it will become more difficult for you to win the game. There are other modes as well, but honestly I feel that the majority of the other modes are just straight up fan service, so we're not going to talk about those. And speaking of fan service, there are a wide range of character customization options that are available from within the customizations mode. So not only that you will be able to customize the characters that are presented to you, you can even customize your own character, which you can customize your wrestler name, your ring name, your voices, themes, techniques, and abilities, as well as adjustable sliders which can be used to increase or decrease your body and muscle attributes. And you have various unlockable costumes and swimsuits. So this is where we're going to get to the meat and potato of the problem that I've been having with this game. The requirements for you to get the alter ego characters and the freaking costumes is freaking stupendous, dog. I'm gonna give you a really good example. So there are 20 characters in total. 10 are already unlocked for you. So in order for you to unlock the alter ego character, you need to win a championship title with any character, and then you need to play as another character and defeat the character that previously won the championship title. And then you have to participate in a award match against the character that just lost the championship. And then once you win the game, you can unlock the losing character's alter ego. And it's not as easy as I made it sound. It is a really freaking long process. And on top of that, that's not even on how you get on majority of the freaking characters. Some of them are just completely different. There's so many requirements to get certain characters and costumes in this freaking game. It is stupid. I've just wished that it would have been a lot easier for you to unlock majority of the unlockables and alter ego characters. But anyways, environmentally and the gameplay standpoint, it worked fine. You can literally knock people out in the freaking using the ring itself, and certain characters are able to bring and use weapons in the ring. Of course, graphically the game is a little bit outdated, but you guys need to understand this. It is a 2006 video game in the Xbox 360, so graphically in its time it was really good. And the soundtrack, it is a hit or miss. With me, it was kind of like man, because I didn't like certain songs than others, but the soundtrack is fine as well. Oh yeah, and before I forget, Rumble Rolls does support online in the Xbox Live gameplay for up to 4 players, as you can actually play against each other or with each other, and you are also allowed to upload and download images from the game's photo shoot mode. So honestly, I think that I covered mostly everything, so let's just hop onto the overview. So on the positive side of things, the dialogue is definitely there. The overall gameplay was just freaking fantastic. There are a lot of modes in this freaking game, and you cannot forget about the fan service that is in this game. The customization in this game is definitely fine. Environmentally and a gameplay standpoint, it played flawlessly. Graphically in its time, it was really good. The soundtrack was definitely okay with me, and there is online so you can play with your friends. On the negative side of things, there is no story in this freaking game, and the most of the requirements for you to earn the cosmetics and alter ego characters is freaking stupendously dumb. So the game was released in March 28th, 2006. The game is exclusively for Xbox 360 and Xbox One owners, and I'm not sure, but I think it's also on the Xbox Series as well. If you get the game digitally, it should be about $15.99, so it should be around $16 to $15. And if you get the game in your local stores, it should be around $9.99, so it should be around $10, but it may be cheaper. It honestly all depends on where you look. So is this game worth your money? Weirdly enough, despite of the story not being there and the requirements of the game, I actually had no problems with the game. I actually kind of weirdly wish that they made a freaking third Rumble Rolls. And in its time, I think that majority of the people had a freaking blast playing this freaking game. So with that being said, I highly advise you guys to buy this game. This game is definitely worth your money. So that was technically my review. So if you liked the review, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. I do reviews, videos, PvP matches, streams, and more. And if you haven't yet, please don't forget to follow me on my Facebook page and my Twitch account because I stream on those platforms as well. Everything should be in the description box below, and I will catch you guys on the next review.